But his shit sells. People attend his tour year after year overseas at that.
They gotta play that shit to the fucking ground. I fuck with Chris Brown. Oh God.
Packed, sold out, and people will still defend him with every last breath. So has it really ruined much for him? Yes and no. I think Chris Brown could have been a lot further had he been able to not commit crimes.
Had he been able to not commit crime. Alright.
Over and over again.
Over and over again.
But I also think he's very far considering all of the things he's done over the years. He keeps trucking along while he consistently supports and collaborates with these female R&B artists. What will never be a blip for him, however, can turn into a career stain for others. You wonder, who thought that this was a good idea? And while labels know that Chris Brown is a bit of a scarlet letter, in a mainstream sense, he makes hits optics-wise, which is one of the reasons why
motherfucking scarlet letter. Let me
his
chill.
R&B girl collaborations come out consistently, like products manufactured on an assembly line. So let's get into the collabs and the nuance. Why do some girls get a pass while others get constant lashing? One tweet reads, "The R&B girls and their unnatural allegiance to the hashtag that man needs to come to an end. Is someone locking them in the studio?" The short answer is, unless if you're Tinashe, according to her.
Attached to things that felt labely, would you put in that category the songs you did with R. Kelly and Chris Brown?
Oh. You think I want? And especially when it comes to singles, like, for example, that song with Chris, we all wanted it to be like this big moment, this big single. So I feel like in their mind, they were like, you need this support. And he was like their biggest artist they had on rhythmic radio at the time. And to me, I was like, well, this is a pop song, so I really don't feel like we should put Chris on it. Like, that, I don't, like, that doesn't compute to me. But
the answer seems to be no, as many of these ladies have shown deep reverence and love for Chris Brown as well as his contributions to their artistry. Step one, a lot of people just gotta accept that he is one of their faves. The aunties also love him. You remember after the Rihanna incident, right, in 2009, the BET Awards were, I don't know, maybe months after. And I remember watching it just shocked. Even my 11-year-old self was shocked to see how quickly people on the carpet were calling for his redemption arc. A lot of them being black women, a lot of them being female R&B artists.
I'm so glad Chris is back. I'm so glad that, people are finally forgiving him and finally, accepting him back.
Hey, hold on, bro.
Our good graces.
I gotta do something real quick. But I got some shit to say. Hold on. Cause this shit. But I'll be right back. Actually, I'll keep listening.
I think it is. I think he was sincere.
Some of you guys might be born yesterday, but this is not a new phenomenon. I look at Kelly Rowland, always ready to go to bat for him. When she accepted an award on his behalf at the 2022 AMAs, some audience members booed, and she shushed the audience with ease.
And the American Music Award goes to Chris Brown. Chris Brown is not here tonight, so I'm accepting this award on his behalf.
Why do you have her voice like that?
Chill out. But I want to
tell Chris thank you so much
for making great R&B music.
Oh.
And I want to tell him thank you for being an
I know
performer.
Y'all, she meant business. I said, oh.
Got her voice like that, so she. Oh shit! I gotta wash my hands.
With Kelly also doubling down after the award show, saying that he deserves a second chance.
We all need to be forgiven for anything that we could be doing, anything that we're thinking. We all come up short in some sort of way.
And there was a recent pic of Megan Thee Stallion with Kelly Rowland, Sierra Normani, aka all women who have worked with him, and people pointed out and were annoyed that
Megan Thee Stallion
these
not
ladies are showing support to Megan, or that Megan is hanging around these ladies who constantly and consistently defend and support a man who has been shouting, "Free Tory, free her, abuser, free the man who shot her." It's all womanhood and feminism until it comes to the man that seems to be Chris Brown. Like, that is everybody's kryptonite.
All right,
Meg is a turn-up friend.
Now we about to get back.
When it comes to showing up for her.
Now, what I was about to say. Y'all are the same women who were clapping when Will Smith walked up on that Oscar stage and smacked the shit out of Chris Rock over a G.I. Jane joke. Y'all are the same women. This is wild. Because I also want to say some shit about the Tinashe shit too. But y'all are the same women who say y'all hate toxic people, you don't support abuse like that, but you stay in toxic relationships, or you allow your friends to cheat on their good man. You'll break up your friend's relationship. Shit, you'll probably cheat on your boyfriend with your friend's boyfriend. And guess what? What if the shit that you do, the nasty shit that you do to other people, what if that was out in the clear public eye, like how it is for Chris Brown? Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to take it, would you? All that hate that you send to him, you wouldn't be able to take it, would you? You'd probably go night night. Now with the Tinashe shit, cause it's not only Tinashe who did that shit. Zendaya did that shit too when they had a song together, and then I guess she got some backlash and shit like that, and pretty much she said the same thing. And pretty much Chris Brown like clapped back to her, was like, bruh, like I did this song out of the love for you, but since you don't want to do it, fuck it, I don't care. The fuck, I don't need your fucking song. I don't need your song. I'm Chris Brown, bitch. What are you talking about? And then the thing is, people always want to put Tory Lanez and Chris Brown together. Why y'all mixing that shit together? First of all, Tory Lanez didn't do it. Tory Lanez didn't do it. Free Tory. Free Tory in the chat, nigga. Tory Lanez didn't do it. And yeah, with Megan Thee Stallion hanging out with those, she don't even, bruh. Megan Thee Stallion does not think about that when she's hanging out with these female artists. She does not think about, oh, they all collab with Chris Brown, they all supported Chris Brown, while she's taking a picture in the room. Those are way bigger artists than her, so she's trying to network and get business done. She's not thinking about that. Or maybe they're just her friend. Or maybe she just doesn't care. Chris Brown ain't do shit to her. Tory Lanez and Chris Brown are fucking friends. So what? Get a fucking life.
When Tory's antagonizing her, when Chris Brown is antagonizing her,
bruh, niggas is not antagonizing her, bruh. Y'all hoes stay thinking people who literally do not care about you or give a fuck about you is antagonizing you. Literally, all he's supporting is his friend who got fucking incarcerated for no fucking reason. Chris Brown went through the same shit with the Rihanna shit. So he knows what it's about. Why do you think he put up 250 grand for his lawyer fees? Or either it's 250 grand or $500,000. But I think it's 250 grand. Bruh, they're not antagonizing Megan. If they was antagonizing Megan, they'd hit it with a fuck you, Megan, free Tory. Or try to do, if Chris Brown was really antagonizing Megan, then she would have asked for a restraining order against him too. She would have. She would have been said something about Chris Brown, but she hasn't. And Tory Lanez doesn't do anything either. He's in fucking jail. How is he? How do you feel? How do you feel not safe when this man is in jail? Didn't you say you want him buried under the jail? And your actual like shooter is still out, living her life.
when Drake is antagonizing her, none of these ladies come to her defense.
Now,
SZA has been the
okay. Now Drake, I can say that he was antagonizing her. This bitch lied about getting shot, but she's still a stallion. Now that's antagonizing. Chris had no antagonizing to her. There's no antagonizing to from Chris. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Only person, as of recent, that has been very bold and open about it as it was happening. So yeah, in that case, it is disappointing. And as much as the industry intersects and is connected, the alliances and allegiances you expect these celebrities to have are often false. So you see this pattern. When Chris's MJ tribute at the 2022 AMAs was canceled last minute, Jordan Sparks said that,
Do you think that like people should just move on from what happened and like
I think honestly, I think that shouldn't even be a conversation anymore. It's
Facts.
about the talent. They just shouldn't
Facts.
even be the performance. People deserve
Facts.
to be able to grow and learn and be able
Facts.
to live their life without things hanging.
Thank you, Jordan Sparks. I love Jordan Sparks. She's so beautiful. You hear nothing bad about her. I love Jordan Sparks. Yes, thank you.
so this shows you that many female artists will and have defended him with their entire chest, and they will continue to do so. So as listeners, it almost makes you have to figure out and act accordingly. What is important to you? What matters to you? Because
Also, and listen, and I think one thing y'all need to do also is pay attention to which type of women are supporting Chris Brown. Look at them. They're very beautiful, attractive women, but also they don't really have, there's no type of bad shit or negativity that's spewed throughout the media. Like, they don't have like no messy divorce going on. Like, there's nothing about relationship drama or issues. And then look at the women who are saying that, hey, Chris Brown should be supported.
y'all can't make these people do what you want them to do. We're gonna talk about who has collaborated with him, how many times, and if they've come out unscathed. So one of his most consistent collaborators has been Nykel over the years.
Facts.
Several songs under their belts. One song, Juicy Booty, that Janae has collaborated not only with Chris Brown on, but R. Kelly.
Hell yeah.
She's also
It's a
making
very
an
good
appearance
song.
on his Breezy Bowl tour.
Very, very great song.
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
Come on, man. I don't even want this ad, but now you got it stuck on an ad. Come on, get yourself together, man.
That's kind of our specialty.
But it kind of seems like she's one of those people that people just don't care. And I know her audience does intersect with some of these other ladies that I'm going to talk about. Her is another person who has collaborated with him. At least has 3 or more songs with him. She also opened for his Heartbreak on a Full Moon tour in 2018. She's someone that I don't think gets a lot of flack for it.
Shout
She
out to
still
her.
gets critically acclaimed.
Her is so beautiful, man. Her is so beautiful. Just think about how beautiful she is.
People still sing her praises, but she's someone that I just kind of think flies under the radar a bit with that. Summer Walker, she had a song with him in 2021 called Something Real, and she's also touring with him for his Breezy Bowl tour this summer.
Hell yeah.
She was also, a couple years ago, at his concert for the meet and greet wearing a Miss Brown cheerleader uniform. I'm sure at the time people probably criticized her, I'm sure. But if anything, I don't think it created a long-lasting stain on her career. If anything, people still consider her as the top R&B girl. Ella Mai, he did support her career very early on.
Something of him playing your tune. Was it booed up?
Yeah, it was booed up. Just randomly. It was when I was on tour with K-Noni, and Master called me. I think I'd just come off stage and Master was like, go check Chris Brown's Instagram story. So it was super random. So I'm like, okay. Went to check it and I was just like, what is going on?
Because he has openly supported some of these ladies. I'm not going to lie about that. He has openly played their bumped their had them open for their tours. So he has supported them personally. But Ella Mai has made multiple songs with him, and it doesn't seem to affect her standing or elicit widespread outrage. Sierra is someone who is...
Hey, she's loved by the 2K community. She's loved by the NBA community. She with Jason Tatum. At least I think she still is. I don't know. I don't really be following her, but I'm pretty sure she still is.
I do think that people have expressed more disappointment with her.
Why?
When she released How We Roll a couple years ago with him, people weren't happy about it and felt like she was giving him a leg to continue to revive his career and make him more mainstream.
Revive his career? His career? Like 2023, he had them bangers, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? He had Indigo. He had Heartbreak on a Full Moon. What the fuck are you talking about? Actually, no, 2023, I think that might have been Breezy. But still, though.
So 50-50, but she has definitely gotten, I think, more hate for it. Rihanna herself has collaborated with Chris Brown after everything. Brandy, Put It Down. Carrie Hilson
Run that back.
felt like she was giving him a leg to continue to revive his career and make him more mainstream. So 50-50, but she has definitely gotten, I think, more hate for it. Rihanna herself has collaborated with Chris Brown after everything.
Rihanna herself, the person that started this shit, not started this shit, but the original microcosm of this is collaborated with.
Brandy, Put It Down. Carrie Hilson, Zendaya, which she did unfollow him after their collaboration and scrapped the entire music video that they already.
Oh wait, see that was what he was. I think that's what he
collaborated with Chris Brown after everything.
Hold on.
Brandy, Put It Down. Carrie Hilson, Zendaya, which she did unfollow him after their collaboration and scrapped.
Oh no, that's not. Damn, I hope she puts what he responded to her. I hope
the entire music video that they already filmed, due to some of the drama going on with Kehlani on the timeline.
Oh, he had some shit with Kehlani too. It's probably about the Rihanna shit.
That time, which we will talk about, don't you worry. And I didn't even know this, but when she was initially asked about why she collaborated with Chris Brown when the song first came out, she was pressed about it a bit. She said that, quote, "He's such a talented person, you know?" The same thing that everybody else says. And that relationship would end up turning sour when he would personally come for one of her friends.
Well, now Chris is responding to all of this, commenting on an Instagram post.
All right, now let's read this. Chris Brown has more Billboard urban rhythmic pop hits on the charts than Zendaya, Tinashe, and the two girls from Fifth Harmony put together. Team Breezy, don't go ham on these little girls. Notice that I'm not the one asking to get on anyone's records, which is facts. He wouldn't be at. Everybody's asking him. Well, we're asking him, and that's still. This is them thinking they are standing for something. I'm not in a group, nor will I be concerned this much with an opinion. I've ran through the mud and took it like a man. I don't care if the celebrities don't like what it is. They don't like me anyway because they have to be second. Facts. You don't open the door for me. I kick it down on God. Physically, literally and figuratively. So Team Breezy, let's not be petty with these children. There's a difference between a career and life. Y'all are made into figures. I was born Chris Brown. Nigga. That's a real nigga right there. Hey, that's an intense line. There's a difference between career and life. On God.
Comparing his success to the girls, he slams Tinashe and Zendaya for wanting to work with him, saying, "Notice that I'm not the one asking to get on anyone's record. This is them thinking that they are standing for something."
Bruh, look, he wasn't even bashing them. He wasn't slamming them. All he said was just facts. I didn't ask to be on these records. He's speaking the truth. He was speaking the truth. And now he's bashing because he's speaking the truth. Now Drake, that was bashing, and he was speaking the truth too. Bitch lied about getting shot, but she's still shouting. Oh God.
Mariah the Scientist has collabed with him. No one batted an eyelash. I don't think anybody said anything.
You know why? Because she's Young Thug's girl, and that's a T Grizzly song, but she's Young Thug's girl. Who the fuck is gonna say anything about her? She got Young Thug on her side. The fuck. What the fuck was they?
Victoria Monet has been one who has become a big disappointment for people. Victoria has never sung on a record with Chris, but she has written for him. Fans, however, raised an eyebrow when she was at not one, but 2 dates of his 11/11 tour in August 2024.
So, why are y'all so fucking pressed? It's funny because he's on the phone. He's on the song with Drake, Not You Too. First time in a long time, hurting deeply inside. First time in a long time, hurting deeply. Just who? Man, that's crazy.
People weren't happy.
Why? She's so beautiful.
People weren't happy. A lot of
hold on. How do you see this face and think, damn, I'd rather go with a white bitch. I'd rather go with a Native American bitch. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. There are some white bitches, Native American bitches, Hispanic hoes, Asian bitches, Alaskan bitches that are fine. But how, as a black man, could you say, look at this face and be like, where the white one at? Where the white women at? How did I wouldn't be able to.
A lot of people have been pulling for Victoria to be the next R&B girl supreme. She has the performance skills, she has the charisma, she has the music, she has the sound. People were not happy to finally find something about her that they just can't get past. And when Chris very recently took to Instagram to ask publicly about who should open for his summer tour, she put a bid in for herself, front and center in the comments, me.
Hell yeah.
And in response, she got smacked in them comments. People saying, I don't know how I feel about Victoria anymore. Seven Streeter, who...
And guess what? Fuck you. Who gives a fuck? Her true fans, they gonna ride and die for her. So, shit, you with Chris Breezy, I'm with Chris Breezy. Or, I'm just not gonna listen to that song. I just came to see Victoria O'Neill and did. So, I don't know how I feel about Victoria anymore. I don't even know you, so I don't care. I'm still, you know what? Let me show. Because my ego's about to start talking. I mean, the rapper's ego, but that's gonna feed my. Let's get into it. Let's get back into it.
Has written for him on numerous occasions. They've collaborated. I really don't think that she's gotten a lot of flack, but she's really not in the R&B girl conversation as of late. I'm about to say she's not. Few years, I just don't think people care that much. And we got to talk about.
I mean, has she even made a like? Has she even dropped any albums recently? Like, I don't even think she hasn't dropped any albums recently.
Here's one of the reasons why I think this phenomenon is so interesting. Because out of everybody, I think she has gotten the most lashings for this. When Chloe announced her duet with Chris Brown in February 2023 called How Does It Feel?
Hey, it's a great song
there were
too.
A slew of fans that expressed their disappointment in her for collaborating with him.
And guess what? Y'all the same ones that are fucking, are the same ones going against DDG too.
Elicited many think pieces, more so than I've seen with any girl in recent years, 100%. With journalist Ernest Owens tweeting, "We're failing black women in the industry if they feel like they have to collaborate with a known abuser in order to chart," which you could say could be somewhat of a valid argument, but also when audiences nowadays are so fickle and picky that it's been very hard for R&B girls to find their footing, right? People aren't spending their coin. They're not supporting the music. They're not streaming the music, or their label is not putting money into their projects to invest into them. Some feel that maybe a Chris Brown collab is a pit stop, right? Or a tactic to maybe secure a hit. Well, y'all aren't listening to me otherwise, so the only time you guys pay attention to me, good or bad, is if I collaborate with him. Some of y'all might be mad at me, but you're going to talk about it and stream. But also, some of these girls are just collabing with him simply because they want to. It's not because you can't sit there and say, we're failing women in music if they feel like they got to. Some of them want to. But he was also upset by the outrage and responses that Chloe got by just announcing their collab, that he went on a tangent for the first time in years. He was saying that male celebs like Ozzy Osbourne, Mel Gibson / Charlie Sheen get accused of DV and get a free pass. I understand the racial comparisons. Black people definitely get the book thrown at them and get treated.
There comes a time to where you sitting back in silence, it won't do nothing. So now you gotta put it in their motherfucking face. You gotta whip your dick out sometimes. You whip the dick, and he's facts. Facts.
Unfairly. But if you commit a crime and you do something wrong, I am not going to die on that hill and fall off the basis of race. I'm just not going to do it. But back to Chloe, she would even get further backlash. It would Ozzy Osbourne, Mel Gibson / Charlie Sheen get accused of DV and get a free pass. I understand the racial comparisons. Black people definitely get the book thrown at them and get treated unfairly. But if you commit a crime and you do something wrong, I am not going to die on that hill and fall off the basis of race. I'm just...
Bruh, you're literally not even getting his fucking point, bruh. It's not even about... I mean, yeah, it's kind of about race. But it's like... It's about... Y'all not even giving him a fucking chance. And y'all are going at these girls... You're going at these females who actually enjoy him. And you're going out of your way to comment on what these females want to do because they genuinely like his music and they want to get bigger in their career and they want to collab. No one's gonna turn down a Chris Brown feature or being on a song. Nobody. You won't find anybody. Because here's the thing. You wouldn't turn it down because Chris Brown won't even go and ask for a feature if he knows you won't even fuck with him. So he's going to people for features or the headliner tour because he knows you fuck with him. You showed your support. You maintained your support. It's clear as day.
Just not going to do it. But back to Chloe, she would even get further backlash. It would continue. When in March 2025, she did a cover to Residuals. Y'all know she likes to do covers, sit in her bedroom, whatever. They go viral.
A lot of people did that shit. I fuck with
quote, okay, so you collab with Chris Brown and get dragged for 40 days and 40 nights. And then when everybody forgot about it, you cover his song?
Everybody was doing the Residual covers. It wasn't just her. Y'all are fucking retarded, bruh. I swear to God. See, that's why I can't be on the internet for too long. Y'all... Look at the screensaver, Beyonce.
Not even a classic, but Residuals?
Residuals are a great song.
Had their foots on her neck for years. And I know it was kind of trendy to not like Chloe, but it was some of her fans who really adore her that were like, I cannot get with this. And to wrap this section up, Normani, she has not made a song with Chris, but she appeared and starred in his music video for Warm Embrace.
Oh God, she did her shit too.
As she did that, people were digging up clips of her singing his praises, some old tweets thirsting over him, and so it wasn't also a good scenario for her either. But again, because she didn't make a whole song, I think...
Bro, look at this shit. And this is what y'all call... This is what y'all call life-threatening or life-alerting news. A clip of Normani praising Chris Brown resurfaces amid collab controversy. It's not like she said anything about the Jews. It's not like she said anything about preaching hate, spewing hate. It's not like she said, oh, let's go ahead and murder the babies or murder retarded people or kill gay people. She ain't saying none of that. She was praising Chris Brown.
People kind of skated past it for sure.
One
of the craziest phenomenons is Kehlani. This knocked me out my chair, y'all. Kehlani does not have an official song with Chris Brown, but to all of our shock and surprise, back in August 2024, Kehlani took a picture with Chris backstage, okay, at one of his concerts. And when I tell you my jaw was on the floor, I had to pick it back up. Fans were outraged over this. And I would say with good reason. In the case, because there's a more personal reason, and for those of you guys who don't know, I'm about to tell you. So back in 2016...
Hold on, can people these days not go and come to a resolution? Or all of you guys just so brainless and emotionless? Well, y'all full of emotions. But are all y'all just so clueless to where if anything happens, like... Or I can't, Are y'all people just so hateful to where if somebody did some shit to you, even if you don't plan on chilling with them for a little bit, that you won't forgive them in your heart? Because really, that's the issue with you. That's some toxic shit you gotta deal with. You gotta figure it out. That's some trauma and whatever. That's really what it is, man.